not going to lie to you. Freshmen first semester are a little nutty. They're some nutty little squirrels. But here's the thing. They're like real pubescent-y, you know, and they got like a lot of feelings. But by the end of the year, they're a lot of fun because they're like real humans again. And I love teaching freshmen. They're honestly hilarious. I'm going to let you learn what I learned this year, which is to expect a lot, but assume nothing. Here's what I mean by that. I need to have my expectations really high for themselves and for me, so that they have something to shoot for. I'm not going to assume where they are or what they have going on. The problem we ran into this past year was that we had low expectations for them because of COVID and because of all of that. And because those expectations were low, the students didn't have anything to shoot for. And what it led to was apathy. So the way that I'm going to avoid that this year is I'm going to have high expectations for them, but I'm not going to assume that I know what's going on in their lives. So that's when we can go back and we can make sure that we're providing all of the supports, that we're checking in, that we know these kids well enough to know what they can and cannot do, because I was just assuming that they were all struggling, which meant that my kids that weren't really struggling were kind of left floating in this abyss of not being challenged. My other recommendation is to make those expectations clear, written, sent home, emailed as frequently as possible. You contact home, especially with freshman parents, contact home and introduce yourself, let them know what your expectations are, and let it be a dialogue. Be like, hey, if you have any questions, concerns, anything like that, let me know ahead of time. And don't forget to have a sense of humor. Half the fun of teaching freshmen is the way that they just are out of pocket. So don't be afraid to laugh and be a human and be yourself.